Well, welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Raheen Show. I'm back. This is a show that I had done many times before, but I kind of pulled away from it. I think I'm gonna get it back in rotation. I think I may be doing it on Sundays. Hadn't locked down the time yet, but I'm definitely glad that each and every one of you have decided to come and join me. You can actually be a part of the conversation by dialing 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. I want to talk to you. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm not gonna be before you long tonight. Just a few minutes, maybe about 30 minutes. But I want to ask you a question because I've noticed a certain trend that's been going on lately. And I just want to know how you all feel about this trend that's going on. And it is your spiritual truth. I want to ask you, what is your spiritual truth? Um, if someone were to come before you and they ask you, how would you explain your spiritual truth? Is it spiritual as it include Bible? Does it include Christianity? What actually does it include? What exactly does it include, and how would you explain your spiritual truth? And the reason why I've been running into a lot of people, and they tend to think that their spiritual truth is based on the Bible and everything that goes on the Bible, Christianity, and things of that nature. But I have noticed in the last few years that a lot of people are actually moving away from the church. A lot of people don't view the church the same. They don't attend church. And then when this whole COVID situation came about, and a lot of churches shut down. A lot of churches actually shut down, and then the ones that did not actually shut down, they started having virtual. They started doing everything on a virtual level. Um, a lot of people say it's not the same. It wasn't the same. Um, I got some friends that are very spiritual, Christians, if you will, Muslims as well. But the Christians, what they talk about a lot, what they talk about a lot is the ones that's very spiritual. When I say I mean very spiritual. They will tell you that if it's not in the Bible, then they don't. Hey, Badger, how you doing? If it's not in the Bible, then they don't go by it. They if it's not, quote unquote, if it's not in the Word of God, then they don't give it no importance at all. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that whole idea and that whole mindset? You got some people that has never believed it. I got some friends, and people find it kind of weird and kind of strange. The ones that actually know me, but I got some friends that don't believe in the Bible at all. I got a couple of friends that would if they had to claim something, they would probably say they was atheists and don't believe in God at all. I have a very good friend of mine. He's in Thailand right now. He sticks his head in every now and then and look at and he reaches out to me from time to time and tell me, what y'all talked about yesterday, or what y'all talked about on this day. He don't believe in he's atheist. He don't believe in God. His company that he worked with, I'm not gonna call the name of the company, but he had a very reputable company that he worked for, actually relocated him to Thailand for the job that he has, and he's over there doing very well, about to get married. um the young lady, his fiance, the young lady that he's about to get married to, they are about to have a baby. Now she's and from what he tell me, she's very spiritual, but he's not. A lot of times people talk about being unequally yoked. People say, well, we can't do this. I can't be with you. I can't be with that person because we're unequally yoked. Meaning, they don't vibe on the same level. They don't walk the same path. There's so many different levels to this thing. There's so many different levels to this thing. There's so many different areas and angles that a person could come from. But my question is, what is, and I ask this question a lot, and I've never really gotten, of all the people that I've asked this question, I've never really gotten a straight up excellent answer where, I was like, wow, that's an excellent answer to this question. When I asked him, what is your spiritual truth? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people really don't know what their spiritual truth is. Do they actually have a spiritual truth? Have they took the time to and this is the thing, have they taken the time to settle down? Have they taken the time to settle down and to grasp onto what the spiritual side of themselves? And when I say the spiritual side of themselves, I'm not talking about whether you believe in Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, whoever it is that you believe in, but whatever walk that you're on, have you ever taken the time to just sit down and open yourself up to expose yourself to yourself to find out what your spiritual truth is? I haven't gotten it. Of all the people that I've talked to, I've never gotten an absolute answer where it would make me say, "Wow, that's a fantastic answer to that question." Truth of the matter, most people don't even know what it is, what their spiritual truth is. Like I said, I came on. I don't want to be before you long. I said I may be here 30 minutes. I don't know if I'm actually going to be. I got a couple of videos I wanted to play, but it's getting late and I got to get up early in the morning, so I don't know if I'm actually going to play those videos. Actually, I have 3 videos lined up. And if I played all 3 of the videos with the conversation I was going to have, it would take me right at 45 minutes, something within that window. But I think I'm going to elect on this particular broadcast not to show those videos tonight. And I'll come back. And the next time I come on, I have a guest or 2. I just wanted to come before you myself tonight. I wanted to be a one-on-one situation and kind of plant a seed and find out what you think about this. But I want you to think about that question. What is your, not anybody else's, not what people think they should be, or what you think people think that, how you should walk or whatever. Erase all of that. Erase all of that and walk in your truth. Your truth. Walk in your truth. And how hard is that to do? How hard is that to do for an individual to walk? For what question? I don't understand. Badger say for what question? I don't understand what you're saying there, Badger. But like I said, the question that I'm asking, for the clarity for the question that I'm asking is, what is your spiritual truth? Do you know? And I'm not talking to anybody in particular. I'm talking to all of you that's listening right now. And there's quite a few of you that's listening. I want to know, what is your spiritual truth? Do you know what it is? Have you ever taken the time, like I said earlier, have you ever taken the time? Have you ever taken the time to just sit there and grasp on to, hold on to, free yourself, free your mind, body, and your soul to release and to capture whatever your truth is? And if you found out, would you accept it? Would you accept what that truth is? Would you accept it wholeheartedly? Or would you fight against it? A lot of individuals, I think, would probably fight against it because I don't even know if I want to say that or not. I don't know if I want to say that. Um, it could be a battle. It could be a battle. It really could be a battle as to once people find out what their actual spiritual truth is, or if they even allow themselves to go there. If they would even allow themselves to go to that place where they could tap onto their spiritual truth. Some people just don't want to know. You'll be amazed how many people would actually be afraid, to recognize, open up, and let the freedom of themselves come forth. Because people has been living in this thing of make believe for so long, they don't know themselves, much less what the spiritual side of them is. What about you? Do you know? You say yes, but have you ever really looked inside of yourself? Have you really have you ever really explored inside of yourself to recognize and realize what your spiritual truth is? Not talking about all these other layers. I'm talking about your spiritual truth, which is the core, which is actually the core, the center of core of yourself. That seed that's planted inside of yourself. What's inside of that seed? What's inside of that seed? Your spiritual truth. sometimes people can't even look themselves in the mirror. They don't like to look at themselves. Even on the physical level, they don't like to look at themselves. Not that they're unattractive, not that they're ugly or anything like that. They just don't like what's looking back at them. So if at that level, a person cannot recognize and realize or accept, how could they accept the spiritual truth? Because it's much more, it's much deeper than the surface. It's much deeper than the surface. I got a few things I'm trying to see. Let me see. For what question? I hope we talk about it tomorrow. No. This is no. We're gonna keep this one on the Raheen Ashimi show. We're gonna keep this one on the Raheen Ashimi show. The morning glow is something a little different. And if there's and Badger, just so you know, there's so many different topics that I would like to talk about or bring to the morning glow, but in time, in time, in time. But this is the Raheen Ashimi show, so it's a different animal. This is a totally different animal, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about this again. Next time, like I say, next time I have a couple of guests on, and we'll talk about this. And with the Raheen Ashimi show, you saw in the opening, I go deep, man. I don't some things I hold back. I know there's certain areas I could go, and if you pay attention to the morning glow, if any of you listen to the morning glow, sometimes I say, man, you left me 15 or 20 hours so I could go down right now, but I'm not gonna do it because for the sake of time, we have so many people on there. I want to be respectful of everybody's time. Sometimes I just don't go deep into the conversation or as deep into conversation as I could. Uh my brother one time he was listening to one of the broadcasts, and hey, man, why you holding back on them, man? You man, why you holding back on them like that? Because everything is based on time. Everything is based on that. My brother, he's my younger brother, so you know he growing up, he caught it. He caught it. He caught it. I got two younger brothers, man. They caught it. Ain't no playing. Ain't no playing. They caught it. I gave it to them. But I like to think that it made them better people, made them look at different things and look at the world in a more clearer through more clearer glasses. I like to think that, you know, that, and I have people that do it to me. We got a couple other people that's come in. We're not gonna be here too much longer, but we're talking about right now. I'm asking the question: what is your spiritual truth? Do you know what it is? Not on the surface, not your physical, but your spiritual. And we all know, I don't have to explain to anybody that the spirit is much deeper than the flesh. The spirit is much deeper than the physical. We ask the question, what is your spiritual truth? And how many people do not know what their spiritual truth is? How many people don't know what it is? How many people, like I said earlier in this conversation that we're having right now, how many people are afraid to look within themselves, to look that deep within themselves? They'll try to look deep into other people or point out other people's faults all the time, but they won't do it for themselves. And when you try to do it, they tell you that you're wrong. You have no right to. You don't have no right to try and judge me. You don't have any right to try to do this or do that to me. What right do you have? Reality, the same right that you have when you do it to somebody else. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense at all? If you could do it to somebody else, and you know we all do it. We find faults. We find fault in other people, but we are not willing to turn that mirror around and look deep within that mirror, deep inside our spiritual self, and deal with what it is. And a lot of it is because people are hurting. So many people are hurting. So many people are hurting right now. They have invisible pains. They like to think that they're invisible. But if a person really take time to dig into themselves or let somebody dig into you, that's why counselors, man, they always talk about on the morning glow. We talk about all the time how important counselors are. And everybody should have some counseling. Everybody should have some counseling. Because we've all gone through some traumatic situations. Some people are still going through them right now. We all need counseling to some level or some degree. We all need counseling. That's just what it is. That's just the truth. Juwan, good morning. Good morning, Lord. Good afternoon, good evening, sir. How you doing? Good to have you, man. Definitely good to have you, man. This is the Raheen Aljamain show. We're gonna come back in. We're gonna have a couple of guests. We're gonna have Badger. He gonna be with us. We probably gonna get Juan to come on with us as well. We got a few people that's listening. I just want to say hello to a few of you, but we definitely gonna get a few of y'all in here, man, and we're gonna have this conversation talking about the spiritual truth. Probably gonna get a couple of pastors or a couple of my pastor friends to come on and talk about it from that angle. But spiritual truth is not always a religious thing, and that's something that people don't realize, or that's something people don't realize most of the time. It's not always a spiritual thing. See, people think when you say what is your spiritual truth, they immediately their mind go to religion. Not always religion. Not always it's not always tied directly. Now that could be a part of it, but I think it goes much deeper than that. I think it goes much deeper than that. Your spiritual truth has more to do. Is more than just your religious beliefs or affiliations and things of that sort. It goes so much deeper than that. But like I said, again, we're gonna get into this conversation very soon. I'm thinking I'm gonna bring the Raheen Aljamain show back every Sunday. May get to the point where we do it 2 times a week, Sunday and another day, or might end up doing it every day. Might have a 30-minute or hour Raheen Aljamain show every day. Different guests, different topics, different situations, different scenarios. But please know and understand, the Raheen Aljamain show is not a watered down situation. We have real talk, real conversation. There you may find some people that may come on here and use language that's not becoming of DKM Media Group and Associates. We don't welcome that, but some of the guests, we're gonna bring some real guests on here, and they're gonna have some real conversation. And sometime in that real conversation, sometime a word or two, a slip out their mouth or whatever. I got the things that I do when something like that happens, and y'all know what that means. Y'all said something wrong. Pull back. Let me go to somebody else so you can calm down a little bit, and then I'll come back to you. But the Raheen Aljamain show is a different animal. A different animal. I see Badger over there shaking his head. Yes, I can see you already, brother. I can see you through the computer screen shaking your head. Yeah. The Raheen Aljamain show is just a little bit different, man. It's a little more adult. I think that's a good way to put it. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here, man. I gotta go up here, take my shower, get ready for the morning glow in the morning. Make sure if you all are not busy, y'all join us in the morning for the morning glow. We come on at 7:00 in the morning. We go from 7:00 until 10:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on DKM Media Group and Associates. Now it is now 10:14. We're about to get out of here for tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining you. I see I wasn't gonna be here long. Maybe I should have played the videos, but I saved them for the next time. I had 3 videos that I was gonna play, but like I said, if I do that, we definitely gonna go. At least it's gonna be about 30 to 45 minutes, easy. Because each one of the videos is a different amount of time. I think one is like 2 minutes, one is like 3 minutes, and I think the other one is maybe a little more than about 5.5. And so to play those videos and then have a conversation before and after the videos are played, yeah, that'll easy. Right now we at where we at? Right now we at 19 minutes, and so to play those videos and have a conversation before and after, that's a good 30, 45 minutes easy, if not an hour. So we're not gonna play the videos tonight. I say all that just to say we're not gonna play the videos tonight, but I will save them for the next time. But right now we're going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for joining us, and more than that, I want to thank you for allowing DKM Media Group and Associates and the Raheen Aljamain Show for being a part of your evening. It is now 10:15. You're about to exit the Raheen Aljamain Show, but before you go, I want you to do me 2 favors, if you will. 1, I want you to continue to pray for us, because we are certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number 2, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug, because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. And we shine some of this light of you from the Raheen Aljamain Show. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in, and let your light so shine. If you get an opportunity, give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Will that be a beautiful thing? Have a good night. Take care of each other. I see you. Hopefully, I will see you in the morning for The Morning Glow right here on DKM Media Group and Associates. Have a great night. Love you. Stay blessed. And give somebody some truth and love. They will appreciate it. And I'm sure that you will too. Good night.